Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boys Jack and Dave here to give our responses, our reactions to the different creative predictions. We've asked a few different Spurs creators around this lovely community of ours to send in their predictions ahead of the Brentford game, and I'm not so sure how this one is going to go. I'm wondering if we're not going to get the usual 3-0s, 2-1s, type of win predictions, because most Spurs fans, they want to predict a win. But I wonder if it's going to be a little bit different this time around. If you can for us, smash the like button, do get in the comments, but also do follow all of these different creators from Spurs Kings TV to Just a Girl Loves Spurs. All that stuff will be in the comments. It will be pinned there. So do check them out, please. But Dave, what do you think? You think we'll get any big win predictions, or are people going to kind of be a little bit more reserved?
It's interesting, Jack. Some people believe this will be a catalyst for us to push on. Some people believe it's only delaying the inevitable and papering over the cracks. So, look, let's wait and see what they have to say. But it's a big one, and we're under pressure right now. We need a result.
Yeah, we certainly do need a result. I'm not sure if I'm going into it with any confidence, and hopefully these fellow creators can restore my confidence in some regard. But we'll start off with Marlon, who got his prediction absolutely spot on in the last game, and I wonder if he'll tell us that because he was in the live chat, he was in the watch along, telling us, about his prediction being spot on, and I hope that
Gloating.
he predicts a win for us because you definitely don't want it to be spot on if he doesn't.
Dave, Jack, hope you are well. It's Marlon from Spurs Kings TV with my prediction for Brentford. Now, I'm not going to gloat, but I did tell you how Coventry would go. Go watch the prediction if anyone ain't seen it. I told you it'd be a little bit of a struggle. Look, I don't think the boys are believing in Ange at the moment. You can see it. They don't believe in this system. It's not working. Oh, he's playing them all out of position. I don't know what it is, right? And with now Odebear looking like he's injured as well, it looks like it's going to have to be Brennan and Sonny and Solanke and even Kulu in the middle at the moment. So, look, Brentford have their injury problems around now as well, Visa. And Buemo is likely to be on the side of Doggy and Van de Ven. So, I'm going to go... Do you know what? I'm nervous now. I'm nervous. But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think we'll go 1-0 up. It will look comfortable. We'll have all the possession. We'll go, oh, what a great start. And I think Brentford might get a goal in the last 10 minutes and it will deflate the whole stadium. It will just be... And then obviously we'll have to look forward to carry a bag on Thursday. But yeah, I'm going for a 1-0 draw. I saw the other predictions and everyone else is looking disappointed. They look how I looked after the last North London derby, but I've checked out since then. So, look, I want Spurs to win. I think I'm more leaning towards the win, but I think it might be a draw. And I think the way everything is going on at the club at the moment, it just seems to be we've been here before. So, a 1-1 draw. Dave, Jack, love you both.
Love you too, Marlon. Appreciate you sending in these predictions, being very good to us, and making these videos possible. Do check out Spurs Kings TV. But we have gotten started off with a 1-1 draw prediction from Marlon there, Dave. And I'm not too sure if I'm very far off of him. I'm not going into this one with much confidence. I don't know. I guess you're right. It's either we use that late winner from Brennan Johnson to push on and grab some wins, or it could be the signal of the sign of some struggles to come.
Well, look, the last two games last year were both tight affairs against them. I think it was a 2-2 at their place, and I think we bet them 3-2 at our place. We came back. I think we were 2-1 down. Brennan Johnson, ironically, I think got the winner that day. But I think Marlon's absolutely spot on when it comes to the forward line as well. I think Brennan Johnson has to come back in on the right with Udebear injured now. He scored that goal. I think, Postecoglou is going to try and hopefully build on that confidence. Let's wait and see if that happens. Sonny off the left, Solanke up front. Hopefully this time around, Solanke gets a bit of service. I think he's coming in for some unfair criticism. But look, it's going to be a tight encounter. I do worry about Brentford, more so from set pieces. Now that Wisa's out, Tony's gone and stuff like that, we should be able to curtail them to a large degree. It's just more set pieces. They're on bonuses there for set pieces, so they're going to give it their all. So let's wait and see what happens. But it's not going to be an easy game.
No, they're going to be a tough opponent and a real test for this side. But you are right; it's a relief to see that Wisa is gone. He's been absolutely on fire for your
Yeah.
fantasy team. So this time around, you can't rely on him to get all the points for you. So you're going to have to look to someone else. And it is a relief for us Spurs fans that he's probably not in the lineup for this
Mm.
Brentford side. But let's keep it moving. We're going to go to Kate from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. See what she has to say. I wonder how she's feeling after that crazy game.
Big up, Dave and Jack from the Irish Hotspur. Make sure everyone's liking and subscribing to these two legends. It's Kate from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs, giving my prediction for the game on Saturday against Brentford. Um, literally don't know how we got through that cup last night. And not sure where we go from here, to be perfectly honest, as that was one of the worst performances I've seen in a long, long time. But the Premier League's back, and this game poses a whole different challenge with a manager who is excellent, very underrated. I think Thomas Frank knows how to organise a team, and with the likes of Embuemo going to cause us trouble at the weekend. So, without being too much of a negative Nelly, I am going for Tottenham 2. Sorry, I'll start again. I'm going for Tottenham 1, Brentford 2, which is a real rubbish prediction, I know, and it's the first time I've predicted us to lose. But I think Ange has shown he's not going to adapt, and I think Thomas Frank's team will find a way to beat us. They'll probably sit in the low block, get us on the counter, put the ball over the top, etc. Again, I don't think it'll be pretty from us, and I do think we lose this game, and the writing will be on the wall for Ange if it isn't already. So I'm sorry to not bring the happy vibes this week, but as always, I hope I'm wrong. And come on, you Spurs!
Hey, at least she ended on a good
Everyone,
come on you
leave the
Spurs
Dorset
there. Sorry about that. At least she ended on a good come on you Spurs there from Kate. But again, don't blame her. That was a crazy game last time around. I don't know what to make of Spurs. I don't know what to make of Ange right now. And no need to apologize really, Kate, if you're not going into this one as much confidence. You've tried to rationalize wins as much as you can. Now it's up to the team to restore some confidence in you. You can't always try to muster confidence from nowhere. You have to find a way for the team to give you, some confidence. At the moment, they're not doing that. But let's see if they can't get a win. Maybe it'll be the other way around, a 2-1 win with Spurs, and we can get back to that restored confidence. But yeah, Dave, again, I don't think many people feel far off from Kate.
Look, I think the Coventry, game bet the last of the Spurs fans' optimism out of them, to be brutally honest. It was such a shocking performance. And the reality is, people can sit there and say, oh, it's awfully negative. You have to get behind the team. You have to support them. But it goes two ways. The team also have to give us something to get behind and something to support.
Exactly.
The Coventry game was absolutely woeful. You're talking about players that have a point to prove. Yes, you can take into account that, some of these guys, some of it's their first minutes this season. They haven't played too much football. A lot of them haven't played together and stuff like that. But the reality is they do train together. They practice and training together. So after 10, 15 minutes, that should sort of be ironed out. And then after that, you should be, getting it together and going on and putting somewhat of a cohesive performance together. So I can fully understand, why people are down right now heading into this game. So it's up to the squad now to make us believe. Let's see what they do.
Yeah.
If they don't believe, how are we supposed to?
Yeah, that's really well put by yourself. But thanks to Kate, Just a Girl Loves Spurs. Do check out her channel, please. And we're going to keep this moving, though. We're going to the man where the sun is shining. The sun is shining on me right now, and I forgot to put down the blinds. So apologies if you can barely see me, because I'm sure the sun is exposing just how pale I am sitting in this office right now. But let's see what Lee, the Dorset Spur down south, where it's nice and sunny, has to say
Plus the
about this
Coglu
game.
impersonator.
Here he is, Lee.
Hey everyone, Lee the Dorset Spur back with my probably really, really, really rubbish prediction yet again. You just don't know what to say these days, do you? It's just impossible to call exactly what's going to happen. Listen, watched the game last night, probably one of the worst Tottenham games I've seen probably since Fulham last year when we went out. So positive is we went through. Let's see what happens in the next round. Listen, there is never going to be an easy game. Never, ever is there going to be an easy game in the Premier League. And everyone is going to make it difficult for you. Everyone is going to try and low block, counter attack. They're gonna bully us at corners. They're gonna bully us at free kicks because that's where they think the weaknesses are. And we can't hide away from that. In the same way that I'm not hiding away from coming out and doing another prediction, even though I really don't want to do one today. But listen, I'm never ever going to call out my team losing. I'm sorry, it's just me. I love my team, and I will be with them until the day I die. So for me, I'm just going to go with a lucky 2-1 win, and we march on and starts to galvanise. Let's hope so. Up the Spurs.
Class act from Lee right there. Absolute class act. He could tell he's not confident at all, but He just can't fathom it. Can't fathom predicting a Spurs loss. I'm a bit of the same, where I'm not ever gonna probably really honestly predict. Like, I will honestly tell you, I'm not going into this with any confidence whatsoever. But if someone still wants to drag a prediction out of me, I never go to a loss. I might go as far as a draw in certain situations, but yeah, I'm just sort of the same delusional Spurs fan. I just have to, in some way, try to imagine a win, and it does feel like I have to imagine one, for this game. I can't really foresee it, and I'm in a very similar boat to Lee, the Dorset Spur, and I wish I was right next to him down south, enjoying and soaking up the sun and taking my mind off of Tottenham Hotspur after a game like that. But Dave, he's gone for a 2-1 win. I wonder if that will be our only one prediction, unless the Dermatron will give us one.
Look, at least he's predicted win. It's the first one out of three, so we're going to strike gold at some point. So big up Lee Postacoglu for that. I really appreciate it, and I absolutely love the way he's wearing a white shirt as well. If I think I saw correctly, I think there's a Spurs crest, in the middle of that white t-shirt. So fair play to Lee. You can tell he's absolutely delighted to be in the foreground. But he said something at the end. Hopefully that Coventry game we can go and win. Build off the back of that, a bit of confidence, galvanise, go and beat Brentford, and if we can do that, it starts to paint a little bit of a different picture. Then most of the focus would be on, well, hang on, we were playing good football. Now we're starting to finish the moves. Let's see where this goes. So I think this game is just as important as the Coventry game. It can either make Ange Postecoglou or break Ange Postecoglou. So let's wait and see what happens. But big up, Lee. I absolutely love the optimism. I'm with Jack. I'm not really going into this game with any expectations or any confidence. All I do know is we can sit here and respect Brentford all we like. At the end of the day, we're a Big Six team. We're Tottenham Hotspur. We should be beating them and putting 3 points on the board. Anything but puts more pressure on the club, more pressure on Postecoglou. So hopefully they realise that and they're going to get the victory.
How many must-win titles can we put in a row in a single week? It feels that way. It's going to be 3 times in a row for the members' match previews. We'll be putting a must-win game. Oh, just going to be tough.
Sad that we're here. We're not even 10 games. We're not even 5 games into Premier League. We're already here.
We're cracking that out already 3 times at this point. Oh, geez. Just shows the state that we're in. But let's keep it moving. And we end with someone who sometimes, most of the time, you should say, usually finds the light at the end of the tunnel, could maybe guide us back to some sort of sense of optimism, some sort of sense of positivity. It is the Dermatron. He's one of the best at it. So let's see what he has to say. I wonder how he's feeling.
Hey, this is Dermot, aka Dermatron from thfc Till I Die. This is my match day prediction for our Premier League game against Brentford. Now, I didn't see the game last night. I'm away on my holidays, and
Jealous.
But I did see the highlights, and what I've read, we didn't play well. We were lucky to get a win, but sometimes when you win, when you don't play well, it's a good sign that we might win the cup. So, look, we're into the 4th round, which is important. Now to Brentford, it's important we get a win on Saturday, guys. It's so important that we start putting the run together. We use last night's win now in a positive sort of manner into Saturday. Solanke's got to start finding the net, and she's got to start finding a front three that's going to work. But look, always optimistic, always delusional. I'm going for a 4-0 win. I think we will batter Brentford. I think last night's win is going to give the team an awful lot of confidence, considering how we won and how we won not playing well, in my view. But look, in Ange we trust, and my boy Johnson did good. Look, I know I varied a bit on Johnson, but look, he's still my man. I still back him all the way, and he's going to prove the doubters wrong. Come on, you Spurs. In Big Ange we trust. Always.
Oh, that might have been one of the best of all time from Dermot, because I probably needed it. I hyped him up. I was thinking, you know what? This guy could probably restore a smile to my face. He could make me believe again. And the ways that he could find the positivity. What an absolute legend he is. What a Spurs fan he is, Dermatron. THFC Till I Die. You know where to go. Check out his lovely channel. Check out that lovely, beautiful man right there. Because Dave, from Johnson winner, to not even seeing the game and smelling Wembley. Dermot, he's absolutely outdone himself there. That's one of his best predictions yet.
Oh, it's absolutely cracked me up. I don't know what's more deluded, the 4-0 scoreline or, we're on our way to Wembley because we scraped by Coventry. Absolutely brilliant from Dermot, but I did need it, I needed that cheering up. Couldn't get any more Irish than that. Tractors driving by in the background, so fair play to Dermot, providing, the cultural experience to people as well. But I would say I'm becoming alarmed. I think country air, he's only been there 24 hours, countryside air. It really isn't suiting him. I think we need to get him back into his natural habitat very, very quickly so we can bring him back down to earth. But do you know what? Absolutely love the optimism. Hopefully they win against Coventry. By hook or crook, we just needed a win. Hopefully that can relieve the tension, relieve the pressure. We can go out there, with that pressure off us and hopefully ball out. Let's wait and see, Jack. It's a big ask, but if we're going delusional, hopefully it happens.
It's almost like the moment he said, smelling Wembley and 4-0, that all the trucks and all the cars around the local area decide to disperse because they wanted to distance themselves as much as they could,
If you listen closely, Jack, there were sirens.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it sounded like. They're all making way for the sirens to come and arrest Dermatron. But please, everybody, do check out all these great creators' channels because they, take the time out of their day. We do ask them, to send them in, pretty much the day of at times because the games are rolling in thick and fast and they take the time out of their day to send these in. So please do thank them for that. Check out their respective channels. Smash the like button, please. Get into the comments as well. And we'll see you Saturday for the Brentford game. 4-0s, 1-1s, or 2-1 defeats. It might be one of those. And
or 2-1 win.
Or a 2-1 win from the league, correct. So we'll maybe one of those will come true. Let's hope maybe more of the more positive 2-1s or 4-0s, but you never know with Tottenham Hotspur. We'll see you next time, everybody. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.